this is just a fantastic performance from Michael Smith. He has been outstanding throughout this World Championship, and he now has the darts in this set to throw for a place in the final.
Well, yeah, and just as of now, his average is actually the highest match average he's had since round one against Ron Mullenkamp, where he posted a 106, but obviously a much shorter format. But if he can maintain this 102, almost 103, it'll be his best performance on average since then. And consider who he's beaten and in what style.
Got to keep his focus now, his concentration. Wade won't go without a scramble. And of course we know it can happen in a semi-final, as it happened to James Wade in the semi-final in 2012 when he was 5-1 up against Adrian Lewis, and he lost 6-5. Still a chance for Wade here. 6 darts from 208.
Not much luck there, but you just sense that slightly slower, where he's aiming just a little bit more rather than letting it fly. And speaking of letting it fly, they don't fly much better than that for a 112 out. Absolutely in his comfort zone is Michael Smith right now. Just 2 legs away from a final.
Just to show how dominant he's been this far, just in case you are joining us, the one set that Michael Smith failed to win, set 3, Wade took it with a brilliant 1-2-1 finish after Smith had missed 2 darts to win the set.
136.
This is shaping up like a leg where James Wade can just right the ship a little bit and maybe gather some hope. You just never know against Bully Boy, though, because he can whack in a 180 or something, and all of a sudden everything's turned around. Well, that's a good adjustment off a bad first start. Leaves tops.
He's lost 7 legs on the spin, so he'll be delighted to get one on the ball. 7 brilliant legs from Michael Smith, but he still needs 2 more. Not over yet, John. 41 from Michael Smith.
Yeah, he had a poor open in the last leg as well.
He did. Mentioned before, all about keeping the concentration, the focus. James Wade will be at your heels before you know it.
Exactly, and it's good when you can feel in your comfort zone and at ease and when you're flowing. But when you lose a bit of focus because you're too comfortable, that can be a negative.
A break of throw here and Wade throws for the set, and it becomes very different.
77.
And James didn't much like that.
These 2 big trebles here, Wade. That's 1. That's the other.
140. 136.
Needs that flow working for him here.
58. JJ White.
It's not
Jabby.
Yeah, not happening here. You know what he needs? There's one player who has the game to come back. He's done it here. And now he's throwing for the set. Michael Smith had the darts in this set to wrap up a 6-1 semi-final win. But this is the one player in the world that you would never, ever write off. But in the past, when Smith's had a downtime and a down leg, he's roared back.
140.
Well, that's just it. If Smith can break back here, he's had a good start in the leg. He didn't have that good start in the last few. And if he can break back, then he can be throwing for the match, and he knows it. Great first start from James here. He has to move over to get the full view of the treble, and
yeah, the disappointment tells you.
Another of those would really hurt James, but he leaves the big fish as it is. But James will think, okay, 220, 6 starts. You need a treble each turn, or 2 in one of them.
60. 170.
Can he wrestle back the initiative in this set? Too many visits without a treble here from Michael Smith.
Well, the trebles are what James needed, and he needs tops. What a way to win! Set 7. James Wade, 160 out. He lost. He was at the wrong end of that against Adrian Lewis. And he had the 5-1 lead. And maybe he can use that experience here to motivate himself forward and think maybe it's payback time. Just maybe the fates are with him.
For Michael Smith, you just can't panic. Just keep on doing what you're doing, because what he's done so far in the main has been very, very good. Losing that set will hurt, especially after he took out 112 to win the opening leg. Here's the whip toss. Fourteen 180s, 57 in the tournament.
60.
Needs a treble to leave a finish.
57.
Doesn't, but it's up to Smith to take the opportunity here. There's a chance of it, and a much better one after those two.
140.
He'll take 140.
Yeah, a little disappointment. You can see his eyes just scrunching together, because it should have been the max, apart from the deflection.
Well, you know, Smith owes Wade a couple of 1-2-1s, doesn't he? Wade's had it twice. So Smith would like one.
Love it here.
62.
We've taken out 160. You never write James Wade off. You never write James Wade off.
132.
Oh, that's spectacular. Almost in back-to-back legs with a 160 and a 144. Smith, is he rattled? Not a chance.
Michael Smith. It's a leg from Michael to throw first.
Well, for me, that's a sign of the maturity of a grown-up dart star in Michael Smith. Far too many times in the past, and he'll be the first to admit it.
57.
Faced with a situation like that, he's missed.
Well, you need to.
Broken throw job, there's no guarantees.
100.
And again, I'm just really impressed with the James Wade performance tonight. I don't think his average reflects just how much heart he's had on this stage.
180. And again, blow for blow, back to Michael Smith. Again, 2 legs away, as he was in the last set, but then lost 3 legs on the spin. It's not supposed to be simple in a World Championship semi-final.
Yeah, that's the frustrating thing with the sets as well. You get a leg away or 2 legs away, and if you don't win the set, then you're 3 legs away again. It's a grind, even with a lead.
97.
But he's made a mess of it again on his throw. But all the credit to James Wade, who's left 24 after 12 to level it up again.
And on the second leg, James Wade. The leg is James to throw first.
Are you sensing something, John?
Game.
Well, it's just hard to tell at all times with James up there. I feel like probably everyone watching feels like Michael Smith could just burst in with a few great shots and put it all away, but there's some real grit from James Wade here.
434.
There it is again. 29 140s for James Wade. Too many 57s and 58s and 59s for Michael Smith.
140.
And another.
So many 140s, and he's needed that just to breathe the same air.
121.
Well, it's not what he was after, but it's ended up leaving him a double 6, so it's okay, really.
140. Change required 12. And to the third leg, Chisholm. Well, laying is Michael to throw first. Game.
How are your nerves, Michael?
134.
Giving it everything, Wade.
140.
Semi-final defeats have been 6-4, 6-5 and 6-4.
180.
What about this from Wade?
140.
It looks like
97.
James Wade is going to have to serve out the set to stay in the World Championship.
Yeah.
We require 90.
Michael just approaching it calmly. Double 15 he loves, but this time it betrays him.
70.
And Wade, can he get a third 1-2-1 finish?
Unlucky. Unlucky. Just the wrong side of the wire.
45.
But can Smith do what Wade did in the last leg? Double 6. So here we go. Michael Smith wins this leg. He's into the World Championship final. James Wade needing to serve it out to keep the semi-final alive.
140.
What a start. What brilliant against 33 140s now.
96.
Michael Smith must be thinking just nothing comes too easily. Playing the darts of his life in every match, seemingly a huge battle just to survive.
96.
In this case, just to put James Wade away, put him to bed. It's not so simple.
Nothing is when you're playing James Wade. That's why he's won so much. 10 major titles. What a dart that was. Oh, how on earth did he find those 2 darts into the treble 19? Well, under pressure, Wade has stepped it up. Under pressure here, Michael Smith hasn't.
And James will just tee up the tops. And Smith could pressure, not with a 5. Really looking like another set's headed our way.
James Wade is on the march. Michael Smith left 5-1, but James Wade is
inconsistent in his scoring visits compared to earlier. The last 10 legs have been in 15 darts or less, though, Stuart.
93.
And there we see the set averages of reflection, and look at set 8 in particular, but set 7. James 7 ahead of Michael, 101 to 94, and then set 8, 108 to 95, 13 ahead. After in set 6, Smith was 10 ahead of him to get 1 set away from winning the match. But what a response from Wade. What a fantastic caliber he's come up with. He's had his A+ game. He's had his very best in the last 2 sets to stay alive here.
Superb there from Smith. But we just know what James Wade can do. Needs a treble to leave a finish.
41. I'll do 135.
Michael Smith won the first leg of the 7th set and the 8th set.
95.
He then proceeded to lose the next 3 legs and both sets.
Yeah, but it was more about James winning those sets than Michael losing them. And there's the tops, the bold throw in the first leg, and once again he can start to feel pretty good about his situation. Forget that it was 5 sets to 1. If you're given, okay, it's 5 sets to 3, and you're up 1-0, and you have the throw twice more in the set, you should be feeling really good about things to get to a world final. It's just in the context of how we got to this point, he might feel it a bit.
Yeah, but then another poor visit. He may look cool on the outside, John, but
he's steaming. He's
better
steaming.
than anybody.
Yeah. But it's a start that he's at least managing the exterior. He's not giving away anything to James. James has played so long, though, he can tell. He can tell by the results how Michael's feeling.
Michael's feeling under pressure. That was no doubt.
100.
I would believe that also Michael Smith doesn't want this to come down to a 5th leg either in this set. He doesn't want to feel under that stress again. Advantage of throw aside, it just wouldn't matter. Look at the freedom in those 3, basically because it didn't matter. Double 10 for a 1-1.
Michael 151.
Just firing darts, fully expecting James to handle double 10, but he has to go to double 5.
Great guide. Well, that's incredible.
92.
That's the thing about being 5 sets to 1 down in sets. You can't afford mistakes anywhere along the way. It's tops to punish.
And he knows he just had an amazing opportunity. He would have been back throwing for the game. What a chance Michael Smith had. But he only had one dart. He didn't keep good progress there against Wade.
123.
And the drama continues. One dart, John, but Wade had missed half a dozen.
43.
Another 140, is it? Again, unlucky.
Yeah, it seems like Wade's having trouble sustaining his proficiency at the treble 20. And Michael Smith getting a bit of a second wind.
16 180s for Smith.
190. Michael required 98.
Double 19. Yeah, good thinking. Good thinking. Didn't want to muck around.
So double 16 to move one leg away.
Michael Smith. All legs changed to reverse.
Can he get one of his patented 140s? Good cover, at least.
How's your nerves, Michael? Oh, that's unlucky. That is unlucky. Didn't want that there.
Yeah, it seemed like it took a chunk out of that treble 19 as well. Well, returns the favor.
Is this the moment? Is this the time?
94.
Still hanging on in there, James Wade.
140.
Michael Smith, is he getting closer? Oh, no treble from Wade. 6 darts from here. Smith will be telling himself.
Yeah, you have to believe that. Get the setup.